Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sagebrush Happy Hour journal entry for Saturday, April 12th, 2025. So today, I did my 2 mile walk with little Petey, and then ran over to Tres Piedras post office, and that pretty much took care of the morning. And then this afternoon, I've been planting the seedlings that I talked about that I got. And so I only got about 3 trees planted. I planted an apricot, and then I put in 2 aspen seedlings on the north side. And of course, the most important thing with the planting is, I put in some garden soil in the hole where, I dug the hole and then kind of mixed it with some of the soil that we have here, and then mixed it with some garden soil, and then watered it. And so you might wonder how we do irrigation out here. And so we get, most of our water just straight from our roof, and that goes into the cisterns. I have 6,000 gallons of cisterns. And then occasionally, when we start having a kind of a drought period like we're having right now, is then I have to draw some water from our community well. And so this week I got 2,000 gallons of water, and so now I've got about 4,500 gallons of water in the cisterns. And then within the house is that we have a valve where we can turn that will send the water from our showers and our bathroom sinks to the gray water tank. And so it runs through our French drain in our indoor garden and waters the indoor garden, and then any excess water goes out to I think it's about 1,000-gallon gray water tank. And so that's what I use to water trees and shrubs with. You're not really supposed to water your vegetables with that, because there's a potential for bacterial infection and that sort of thing. And so, to run the water off that pump, I have to put in a submersible pump, and then I run a couple 300. I've got almost 300 feet of hose that I have to run to get out to the back corner of the backyard here with the gray water. And so I use some good drinking water, well water, to kind of start the plants with, and then watered with some gray water. And the problem with that is that gray water is kind of high in pH in general. I haven't tested ours exactly, but in general they say be careful with watering plants with gray water, because of it can have a high pH, and if you have a acid-loving plants or trees like evergreens are typically acid-loving, is that the gray water is kind of difficult for them. And so you have to go and haul around a hose and basically water the shrubs one by one, trees and shrubs one by one, with the hose. Let it run for 10-15 minutes, and then move it again to the next one. And of course, the water, the soil here does not percolate at all. I mean, it's just it's really tough clay, and so you end up with just a puddle of water on the top that's going to run off if you let it run too long. And then for some of the with our vegetables and flowers and that sort of thing, is then we just use our regular hose, which is drawing water off of our cisterns. And of course, you try to be as conservative as possible, because you don't want to, you want to gather as much water as you can off the roof and not use the well. And so that's always a tough balancing act. And of course, out here, sometimes you just can't water, and then plants die. And so it's kind of it's tough out in the desert, and you can't really irrigate too much. But you have to be just really careful and choose how you're going to irrigate and not waste any water. And and it's things like flushing the toilet less, and that can make a difference between whether you have enough water to irrigate some plants. So that's what's been happening here on the Mesa today. So cheers, everybody.